What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
So I put, thanks for reaching out, but we're just finding our feet. He put, who edits your videos for you now? Emily. How much do you pay her? So first I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? And second of all, you've reached out to me and you don't even know who Emily is, right? So I just put, Emily is the podcast partner. And he put, oh, and then sent me a sample of his work. Fuck off.
Like,
if you don't know who Emily is, then I'm not interested.
you're clearly not watching our shit, so...
Yeah, rude. Is
Don't
it
become
we already on?
We're on. It don't look straight there, does it? Why is it?
Do you know how you know that it isn't straight? When I put on middle-aged opinion in the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my lounge, it wasn't straight either.
I did notice that as well.
So I straightened that.
And then I was like, oh, I don't want to fucking fiddle about and straighten
For you, it would bother, but for me, I was just like, ha, because I knew it would annoy you. For me, it's not a massive big deal.
It's because I put it on the other way. Now what?
A vida say goodbye to you and you and you and you and you. It's a great film, that is.
Yeah, but not a musical.
Oh, I tell you, I keep seeing like animal things from this fucking tornado shit that's going on. So God bless everyone out there. I keep seeing animals that are like swimming in the floodwater and that. You tell me you know what's going on.
Yeah, mildly.
Yeah, and it's devastating. It's devastating what's happening, and I just like I'm like, and then like earlier on I was like, no, I'm not even. Yeah. I can't even look at it. It's too upsetting.
I won't watch it.
It's well upsetting.
Like, oh no, there's a hurricane. Shit.
I don't know why some people leave their animals.
I don't know. I don't know.
I just couldn't. Right, so we've decided we're going to start with the quick one.
What's the quick one? The phobia shit.
Yeah, the phobia.
I mean, I've got a phobia of water, haven't I? But not really the water. It's
what's
sharks.
in the water.
It's actually sharks. And I have an irrational fear of sharks in a swimming pool.
Mine, I would say...
That's a real irrational fear that a lot of people have.
In a swimming pool. I remember on my honeymoon, and I saw something dark in the corner, because I'd never been abroad before, and I thought it was a crocodile. I don't like the thought of things in the water.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
What was I going to say to you?
And then anytime I think about anything in the water, all I automatically think of is Ibiza.
So I've got a fear of wasps. Not as bad as I used to be. And that is simply because I touch wood. It's not wood. I've never been stung. So I'm scared that I've got anaphylactic shock thing, which is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know yet.
I probably don't, because none of my family members have, so it'd be unlikely that I do.
Are you allergic to peanuts?
No.
No. Got any other sort of...
Just one certain washing powder, and I can't remember what it is.
You probably haven't then.
I don't think I do.
Chances are.
But so that would be what I think is an irrational fear. Because
you're scared of something that hasn't actually even happened.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else scares me. Other than obviously the normal...
Moths.
No, they don't scare me.
Moths.
Oh my God. So the other day I was in the kitchen.
That dead moth that we've got pinned in the room that we found. Or
You're not going to clean it up, no? You're just going to leave it to decompose.
What are we talking about?
The moth.
Yeah, I pinned it.
Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, so I was in the kitchen and he was just doing himself his pancakes. I looked on the floor and it was a caterpillar. So one of the twatty cats had brought in the caterpillar. Turned out it was a caterpillar of a butterfly. Yeah, so I released that back into the wild. Then I emptied all the bins. All the bins, and behind the bin in the toilet was a decomposing frog. And I was just, because Crispy brings you gifts all the time. He killed a weasel. I was really upset by it. Plus, I've never seen a wild weasel. It was only a baby. I was really upset. But he actually brings me them. And I don't think it died of trauma because there was no blood or nothing. So I think
probably trauma.
He scared it. But he brings me them and meows until I come outside because he's like, yeah, this is for you. Whereas the others like heads off and that. And I'm like, if you're going to bring something in, can you at least eat it?
No.
So I don't find it.
brings them home live.
And goes here. Yeah, the mice they
She
bring
brings them in.
and drop the mice because
And,
they're
like,
trying to.
A couple of times we've caught her at the door and we're like, no, you ain't coming in. She's got the let me in. I've
Because you
got
know
that-
they're trying to
I've got
teach
that mouse.
us how to hunt. That's why they bring them alive to us. I'm like, I'm good. I'm the one that feeds you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out my house.
But that none of that scares me. No mice, anything like that.
No,
I don't like spiders or insects.
I don't mind spiders and insects as long as they don't fly. Apart from at work on, I can't remember what day it was. It's all been a bit of a blur this week. But we were like, yeah, get your wellies on, kids. And one of the kids went, there's a spider in my welly. And we looked and it was like this,
Well, they're
a
getting bigger, aren't they?
solid sort of looking spider. And it was orange. I was like, nope.
Did you look at what spider that was? I've never seen an orange spider.
Orange.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
No.
Gone. No.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't put your foot in there.
Just lost a nail. I bet you ain't got your glue handy. Moving on. I'm one nail down. To be fair, they've been on a whole week since we last done it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's good.
But tonight it's like,
Tonight, Matthew.
I'm going to be nailless.
Thinking.
I feel like I did see it. Or am I thinking
there's
of
one
mine?
downstairs, but it's not the one.
It's not the one.
Not the one.
Matthew. Oh my God, you've only got yourself one of those stupid cups.
What stupid cup?
Stanley.
He
Is it
hasn't got
Stanley?
it for me. It's not a real Stanley, but you know, it was a gift. I'm happy with a gift.
Okay, fair play.
You know, that I wanted.
To be fair, I've looked at a few and I'm like, shall I? In B&M.
Yeah.
Not in B&M, in Home Bargains. Because Alfie lives
It knocks
right
over
next
very
to it.
easy, though.
Huh?
It does knock over very easy.
Does it? Does it
Oh,
pour
it's
when
not
it knocks over?
It dribbles out the hole. Yeah.
That's what she said.
You can get a little stopper, butt plug for it if you like. I don't
What's
know
the
where it
point
is.
in that?
I'm
Right,
trying to
moving on. Don't
Right,
worry.
moving on.
Who cares?
I'm trying to think where it is.
I don't think it will change the podcast in any way. Moving on,
It's got
babe.
to be in something.
It's in something. That's what she says. That's where my green wig was, in something.
All the wrong things.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if I put it there, and it was. All my wigs. I've got loads of wigs.
I've got 3.
I really
grey
should start
one,
wearing them more.
The blonde one, the red one.
I've got 2 bobs. Well, I suppose the green is a bob.
So then I saw a wig party. So basically you got a red wig.
Yeah, into that.
Yeah. But like you buy each other a wig, or you bring a wig and then someone else has
like
to wear it.
yeah, like a piss take wig.
Yeah. You
Like
don't
a
get to,
Tina
you
Turner.
don't get to look pretty.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. Right, shall we start?
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
I'm your host Emily, and we are looking at phobias today. Irrational phobias.
Yes, irrational phobias. Now this was requested by, I want to say it was YouTube, but where we've been doing our Halloween content, it kind of got pushed.
It was a request.
It was, which is lovely,
Either way.
and we really appreciate that. Any requests we would definitely do our best to do.
Even the crap ones.
So
Not the belly button though.
it makes me feel sick.
No.
I can't do it. Right, I don't like it.
No,
I don't even like my own belly button. Go on,
Oh, you want me to start?
You
You
start,
want me to start this?
because I'm starting the next one.
Wallop. Okay. Right. I found them quite random, and maybe that is what a phobia is.
Of course
Maybe
it is.
they are random. I
Of
don't
course,
know.
Yeah, phobias are definitely random.
But I saved a few. So I'm gonna go with this really random one.
Go.
Right, it's short, so we're good. Fear of wind on cold nights.
Okay.
I'm hoping she's talking about farts.
I think she's talking about the wind in
that'd
the
be more
air.
fun. Okay, is that a real phobia, or is that too specific to mean anything? When it is cold out and the wind picks up at night, it's as if death themselves is standing behind me. I go into a panic attack and it takes everything in me not to run inside as fast as I can. Being cold is fine. Wind, even extreme wind, is fine. Night is fine too, but when you mix them together, it's awful. I don't imagine anyone would find this pleasant, but still, this is to the extreme for me.
I don't think it's a fear of wind. I think it's a fear of spooky shit at night.
I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? Wind, dark.
Yeah, she's
cold.
fine, but she's like, I'm fine with all of it separately, but when you put it together, I don't think, because when she talks about the wind, she's like death itself standing behind you.
That's how she describes it, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think she's scared of wind. I think she's scared of what's in the dark night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that.
There wasn't much to say for it, but I just like, that's kind of random.
So I saw this one, and it's not with the theme of other ones I chose, but I thought it's with the theme.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Have you ever suddenly lost a fear?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be scared of spiders for most of my life. Worst of all were those cellar spiders, until a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, them cellar spiders.
Yeah, well, you can't see them. I was about to take a shower.
Ones, aren't they?
I had turned on the head when I noticed a cellar spider. I'm assuming I don't know what a cellar spider is. Struggling in the bathtub.
She rinsed it down. You know that's what happened.
I was able to turn off the shower and simply pick it up with my bare hand to place it somewhere safe.
Lies! Everyone rinses it down the toilet. No, down the
Sink.
plug hole.
Ever since I've been experimenting with this newfound bravery, and today I managed to pick up a house spider with no problem.
Well, a house spider is different to a cellar spider. Is a cellar not part of the
I
house?
have no idea what a cellar spider is. I've always sort of admired them from afar, but always kept a wide berth between myself and them. I'm definitely not complaining, but has anyone else had a similar experience? I'm pretty sure it said cellar. Cellar?
Yeah.
I am saying it right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. They're just big fat
That's a
spiders.
different one.
I tell you what I have seen on TikTok. This woman has these little fat spiders.
And
You
she
can
talks
see all
to them,
their
and they're really cute.
and they have little houses.
They're really cute, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel like
And
I
she
could
talks
have
to
one.
them, and
yeah.
they like almost react.
And she's
to
like,
her
"Oh,
voice.
Rosie, what are you
Yeah,
doing
it's
out
these
there?"
ones, you know, the little wispy
Oh, with the
ones.
really, really small bodies and
Wispy
really long
legs.
legs. Okay.
Cellar spider. Of course it is.
I didn't know what it was called. I don't like spiders. I will generally just kill it. I tell you what I can do though is pick up a daddy long legs and throw that out. They're actually crane flies.
I would rather pick up a spider over a crane fly because
Really?
they fly at you. I don't like flying insects.
But, I mean, they're just so thick though, aren't they? They're incredibly thick. They don't even last long.
and that's a house spider.
I don't like any of them. I'm not
Not
gonna
being funny.
lie.
I would pick up a cellar spider over a house spider.
Yeah, well,
If I had the choice.
somebody said, I haven't lost my fear of spiders to the extent of picking them up, but spiders is also the fear I've gotten used to. Since I had kids and I don't want them to be scared, I've gotten much better with them.
Yeah, I pretty much say, they're like, oh, there's a spider. I'm like, it's not going to hurt you. You're not going to hurt it. They keep all the flying
Bugs.
insects out.
I tell you what I do
Especially
have
the,
in the U room above the door is one that's in the brickwork and it just has its legs poking out.
I hate that.
It looks massive.
Yeah,
but
I don't
I've
like
never
it when
seen
they
it
do their
out.
legs
I
hanging
haven't
out.
killed it. I've just left it. If they don't bother me, I don't bother them. If
Yeah,
they're near me,
just put your legs away. I know you're there.
Yeah.
I don't need to see you.
if they're near me, that's a different kettle of fish. That it started it at the end of the day. It came at me.
I
Right.
upset some at work. We've got like an outdoor cupboard, and I've pulled out some of the stuff that was at the bottom of it. And as I've pulled it out, I've obviously pulled one of them out, and she was huge with boots and all, like massive.
They are. They're getting
And
bigger.
I was like, whoa, that's bigger than an average. It was huge.
Yeah.
I would not quite tarantula, like I'm being
Yeah,
dramatic,
yeah.
but it weren't
They are getting
far
bigger.
off.
I have got, since having the garden, I'm definitely better. If something's on me or whatever, I go, it's not real,
It's not
and like
real.
flick it off, whatever it is. So I used to be quite scared of all insects.
Can I ask you something
No.
slightly off this subject? You didn't really like curse me with all the bad people coming over this way, did you?
What are you talking about now?
Well, last night I was awake. It was about 1, and I swear, I think it was him. He got out of bed and walked around. Didn't come out his door, but and then walked around. I could hear him moving about,
Right.
and then I did sit up because I was like,
Is he alright?
"Is he all right?" And then I heard him move about a bit more, and then it stopped. So this morning I was like, "You all right last night?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "You got out of bed?" And he was like, "No, I didn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did, because I heard you moving about." And he was like, "No." It's like, you're not in trouble.
No, so when I said
So
all ghosts go to Emily's, that is literally a saying from Alien the film.
I'm like, I really hope you didn't do that to
No.
me. Manifest.
I don't have any power, unfortunately. Otherwise, a lot of people
We know
would
what you
have
like.
hauntings.
You're manifesting.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
yeah, he freaked me out this morning because I was just like, you alright? Shall I go in there?
You should have gone in there.
No, because he would have come out if he
There was a
wanted
problem.
to, yeah.
Me, if I hear mine moving about and it's like, I go, what are you doing?
Well, I was between shouting, but it was about 1 o'clock. and
Yeah, still would have shouted.
obviously Littleton was
Shut
asleep as well. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
fair play.
What are you doing? Were you just checking if he was awake? 'Cause
Yeah, no, I don't have
I was like,
the power
you
to.
best not have manifested shit
No,
here.
have you watched Alien films?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, so in Alien, when the cyborg woman goes, can all aliens report to level 2? Because she's trying to get, that is literally that. I just
And they're all like that.
yeah, I just changed the word alien to ghost. So no, not a real
I feel like she
manifestation.
manifested some spooky shite.
No.
Anyway, right, my turn. Phobias. I like this one, I think. One of the main reason I decided to move continents is my fear of cockroaches. This
Fair
person
play.
moved continents.
I mean, I get it.
Right, I've spent about 9 years in a tropical country. Throughout that time, I have battled my cockroach phobia head on with many, many encounters. I've hit my last straw after experiencing rainy season in a house I rent and finding those giant water bug type, those roaches coming in from some hidden hole despite sealing up every crack and keeping the place spotless. It's just possible to avoid them here.
Impossible.
I know. Here, and it's driving me insane. I have decided to move back home to my home country where there is winter and snow and where I've never seen any roaches.
UK.
I can't wait, but I feel a little shame that I've been defeated by my phobia. There are other factors too, but if roaches didn't exist here, I would likely stay. Anyone else ever move due to their phobia?
No.
I mean, I hate cockroaches.
Yeah, so
Not that we've encountered many.
We
but
used to, every year that we went to Tenerife, we stayed in the same place. So the first year I ended up getting a villa and I can't remember what had happened. Something had fallen down the back of the bed, so I lifted the mattress and saw some dead cockroaches. That's the first time I'd ever seen them.
Dead ones? You sure?
Dead
They
under
weren't
the bed,
asleep?
upside down, dead, whatever. And then from then, I was paranoid the whole time. So then I was like, no, can't stay in apartments, because I understand like they're more likely to get in. And then went to a different hotel and got up in the morning, and there was one on one of the toothbrushes.
No.
And I said to Paul, you've got to get it off and out before the kids get up. Otherwise, that's it. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I don't like them. They freak me out. If you ever watch like the hoarding programs on TV, especially in America, and these people go in, and when I say fucking infested with cockroaches, like they move a picture and they scatter,
Yeah.
it's like a nightmare to me.
That-
I couldn't even do
No,
it
I
for
wouldn't be
£1 million.
okay.
No,
I wouldn't be okay.
no.
About all the creepy bugs.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd move
That ain't the
or
one.
get like an exterminator in all the time.
You would be poor.
Yeah, it might be worth it though
It
for the
wouldn't.
sun.
It wouldn't.
For the sun. Right.
It wouldn't.
Fear of fame has no name. I have a fear of becoming suddenly famous. I assumed this would be a name for fear of fame, and yet can't find anything. Jonas Complex kept coming up, and I'm assuming that is someone that's been famous. What do you think of that?
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
I've got a fear of suddenly becoming famous.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're doing something that's going to make you famous, then I don't know where the fears.
It sounds a little irrational. I mean, who are you?
Yeah, but it's funny, right? Because when we decided to do the pod, obviously we talked about the good things about it, like us, you know, doing this adventure together and hopefully something coming out of it, and the downside of being completely slated online. And there will be times, it will come, there will be people that are like, oh, you can't read, and I'll be like, shocking, and it will be something about you, and that was a worry for me, because although I feel like I will brush it off and make it into a whole episode of negative comments would be quite funny, that was definitely a concern. So unless you're doing something that's going to make you suddenly famous, then I don't think you've got anything to worry about. Weird one. I liked it. Go on.
Okay. My bird phobia is hell. This is a real phobia though, isn't it?
Yeah, so
There's
Paul
many
has
people.
this and Paul's dad had that.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen my honeymoon picture?
Yeah.
I've got all 4 birds and Paul's behind like that. It's brilliant. It's in the hole. Have a look. I'm going, give me the ball. It's like that behind me.
I've seen it. This is hi wants to post in in the hope of finding people who can relate. Oh no. Ornithophobia. Ornithophobia.
There was some that I didn't even save because of what it was called.
Started when I was young, with just being scared of the feather duster my mum kept under the sink. Literally couldn't open that cabinet to save my life. Then in middle school I was babysitting and a bird got into the house and was flying around erratically, which resulted in me locking myself in a bathroom with the kids. I think that event took the phobia to a next level. Then I moved to New York City where I was 18, and I feel like the phobia escalated further at this point due to the pigeons and how comfortable they are being close to people. I've narrowed down that my main fear comes from the combination of the feathers and the flapping. It makes me generally so uncomfortable, and baby birds don't bother me because they don't have feathers yet. They're so
Yes, they
ugly.
do.
Baby birds don't, like little birds.
Yeah, they have.
They're ugly, bald.
Yeah, and then they have like stupid wispy ones, don't
Yeah,
they?
they're gross. Proper ugly when they're babies.
I see. I
Anyway.
love birds.
I like birds. There's no phobia here. Anyway, I'd say in the last 3 years, it feels like my phobia has kicked up a notch. It could be because my general anxiety has gotten worse, which heightens my phobia, but I struggle to be anywhere outside with food. I don't bring food to the beach or to the park or eat outside at certain restaurants because of the thought that it will attract birds my direction. I also now live in Los Angeles and can't go to nearby parks like Eco Park Lake due to the insane amount of birds. To be fair, even people without the bird phobia struggle to go there for that reason. Anyway, can anyone connect to this and or have any treatments that worked for them? Would love to feel liberated outdoors again.
I can't relate, but I can understand because it's a real fear. Like I say, my husband and my father-in-law had that. So for me, I mean, sometimes the cats have caught birds and I've picked them up, made sure they were all right before releasing them. I really, in the old flat, remember the fireplace, we had a pigeon in there once. And they've always like, babe, and I was like, relax, got it, and then let it out. Could hear it in there. I was like, we can't leave it in there, it will decompose. Like, open up the fireplace. Fell through the shop then. I was like, come on babe, but I can't relate.
No, I'm alright with birds. I mean, I don't like them, you know, when they fly at you and like they smack you.
Yeah.
You're like, rah!
Yeah.
But
yeah. But what I do
I'm not
like
scared
is
of them.
I follow someone on TikTok that literally feeds 2 seagulls. Come to his window, he's opened it, he makes them sit down. Like, that's how long he's been feeding them. He's like, right, sit down, Winston. It's not Winston. And then they sit down and then he gives them all the salmon and that. I mean, it must be costing him a fortune, but I think it's so sweet. And then I'm like, tell you what I do want. I really want a crow.
I love crows.
They are so intelligent. I want like a horde of crows. I'm like, come on.
A horde of crows.
Yeah, just like loads of crows.
Do you know what that's called?
Death something in it. It's weird. Go on. What is it?
It was.
It is.
The older
It's something.
one.
It's something to do with death.
Yeah, hold on, I can't remember what it was.
Murder,
I think it's murder.
Yeah.
It's a murder. Yeah, it is murder because I remember the joke saying, "What's 2?
A murder of
murder."
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
another woman I follow, she feeds them, and now they bring
Yeah.
their presents
Yeah,
and
I love
everything.
crows.
Yeah,
I really
they're
do love
so.
crows.
They reckon they're like.
I don't like seagulls though.
I don't mind seagulls.
No, because I was down the coast with my family, and my dad had bought me like an ice cream.
You know, take your ice cream.
No. He took the ice cream off. So there's me with my pistachio.
Just the skanky.
Yes.
Oh, pistachio. Do you know, I've never tried pistachio ice cream.
That my daddy bought me. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
Her dad's well sweet.
And as I go, I got whacked. It punched me and took my ice cream, left me with the cornetto.
Did you start crying?
And it left a mark on my head. It punched me, yeah.
Like that?
So then everyone around who actually, I'm like,
I bet your dad got you another one.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
It was well expensive.
Yeah, it fucking always is, isn't
And I
it,
was like-
down the coast?
Well, we were in Cornwall, so you know, it was a
Piss take.
proper Cornwall.
It was Cornish pecan,
Cornish.
mate.
But it was delicious, I'm sure. As he flapped off, laughing at me.
I'm going to have to try and work out a way to get
Punched
the
me in the
crows
face.
to come to me. Do you think they won't come because of the cats? I think the cats are scared of crows. They've never caught
No,
a crow.
I'll be honest with you, crows, they, you know that they are clever. So it
See,
literally
they remember
is.
faces and everything, babe.
So
I'm going to start taking them out some nuts.
they'll work it out.
Come, little crows, I'll take the... Right, anyway. I found a bed bug yesterday. Did you like that? I found a bed bug yesterday. They give me the most anxiety
Bed bugs.
and have caused panic attacks in the
That's
past.
disgusting.
Right. I don't even like saying, seeing or writing the name. So for the last 18 to 19 hours, I've been trying to stay calm, but every little itch, loose hair, human or cat, to feel like something is crawling on me. When
it's gonna make me itch.
Oh mate, I'll tell you a story in a minute. When I look, there isn't anything there, but it sucks. The pest control isn't coming for another 12 days. I spent 12 hours
In a
cleaning,
rush.
looking for more, but so far I haven't found anything. Cleaning kept my mind distracted. I'm hoping this is a random hitchhiker. I don't think so, brother. Where there's one, there's many. Like the first time 14 years ago, I got a raid home from, she means ride home from an acquaintance. See me, big word. And wasn't told her place was infested. No, I found it on my clothes, sprayed it dead, and showed it to the caretaker apartment, who sprayed twice in 2 weeks. All clear. 4 years later, different apartment, same building, one bug, sprayed, all clear. Fucking hell, where does she live?
Sounds like a bit scary.
Yeah, I lived there for 11 years, only those 2 instances. New building, but here 2 years before, nothing but the occasional spider. Then yesterday morning I saw it on the inside of my apartment door, right at the bottom.
Like it was just coming on in.
Yeah.
Let himself in.
Hello, your doorbell isn't working.
Yeah.
I like by the back door. I don't know what she's talking about. So people are walking by my apartment probably 100 times of the day. And when anyone, excuse me, moves out, they also use the back door. After the last scare at my building, I was panicked all day. I couldn't get myself calm, and the feeling of something crawling on my skin when nothing was there went on for months. I also checked before I scratch to reassure myself it's just a phenomenon feeling. Even though it was found far away from my bed, I'm still super anxious about going to bed. I love my bed, it's my safe space, and I struggle with agoraphobia for more than half of my life, so I don't leave home sometimes for weeks or months at a time. So I mean, I can't think of anything worse. You know, every time we go to Butlins, do you know that's the first thing I check? I pull all the sheets back and check in all the grooves, and if I saw any droppings or anything, I wouldn't fucking stay there. It's a massive fear of mine, because you know, once they're in, babe, you've got to throw everything. They honestly, they scare the shit out of me. But
I always put the sheets back and check.
So obviously, having 4 cats, they go out in and out of all the long grass and all that, and then probably twice, maybe more, it's happened. I've been sitting there and then I see a tick on me, not in my skin, but like obviously I've seen a tick. And once a month I spray everything, sofas, under the sofas and all that, with this really strong stuff.
A tick or a flea?
A tick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've taken ticks out of the cats. You know where we live. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so when it happens, if I see a tick, that's it. The whole sofa comes apart. I spray every inch, because that stuff kills everything. So I spray once a month. I've got a big thing against fleas and ticks and that, babe. It freaks me out. I treat my cats and dog every month.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you do? Monthly.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Especially I'm back from work once and he had a tick embedded.
Really?
Yeah. So he was like, "What's that?" I was like, "That's a tick, mate." So I got the tweezers, pulled it out by its head. I was like, "That's skanky, brother."
Nice.
It's where we live. It's the gardens. They get so...
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Right, your turn.
Okay.
I don't even know how... Oh, that was my third.
Excuse me. Right. I have thalassophobia. Alright?
Yeah.
Hi, I have thalassophobia. It sounds like a dinosaur, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Brackets, the fear of deep water. So hopefully I said that right. But I'm not entirely sure why. The closest incident that it could be rooted in was when I was knocked under a wave when I was 3. I never lost consciousness and the water wasn't deep, even for a 3-year-old. I don't remember being scared in the moment or afterwards. It could also be because I don't really know how to swim. I took classes when I was younger, but for some reason I never really got the hang of it. I'm okay at diving, but not great at swimming on the surface. For some time I've been afraid of swimming in the open ocean. It's not the sharks, I think they're great, or the whales or anything. I guess I just don't like being down there all alone with no way out. Is this irrational? I think that the only thing weird about that is they've said I'm okay at diving.
I think it's a fear of drowning, and it's not the fear of the darkness. Do you know what I mean?
For me, it's drowning. Like, I don't mind being in water, whether it's deep or. But
I think the worst way to go is fire, because obviously it's all your nerves. But I think drowning is up there because you're completely aware.
Yeah, I think being dragged down into water is what my fear is.
Dragged down by something.
Yeah. Whether it be a current or whether it be a great white fucking shark, which is the first initial thought, but or like a giant squid. I don't know.
No, yeah, I understand that fear. It is like, you know, when we done Tough Mudder and we're going under those things, especially in that ice water. Even though I knew it wasn't far, I was worried. Yeah. Because it felt, even though when I went to go up, I'm always frightened I'll be stopped and then I'll panic. Yeah. So, I mean, I can relate.
Being held under.
Yeah. Even though I knew I'd swam enough, I thought, have I swum enough?
Swam.
So, this is my last one. It's only quick. I don't know if you want to find one to finish us off that's quick.
All right. Sorry, I didn't realise we'd finished talking about...
Oh, did you want to talk more about it? So that's what I thought. Right. This is a silly one, but I thought you'd like it. I've looked into... Oh, sorry, I need to read the title. Fear of looking at the sky.
What?
Yeah. I've looked into it a bit. Doesn't match anything I've found. It's not a fear of falling into the sky. Whenever I look up at the sky, daytime specifically, I feel a major sense of dread and fear. It's marginally whatever she said, if I'm high up or not directly touching the ground. I've wondered if it could be some sort of fear of heights, but it doesn't only happen when I'm high up, and I don't feel any fear whatsoever looking down. Does anybody know anything about this? I can provide more details in the comments if needed.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
So, it's not fear of looking down, it's fear of looking up?
Fear of looking up, also being up and looking up. I've never heard of anything like it.
Is it because when you look up, you become slightly unstable?
Maybe. The only comment asked if she's ever had any medical issues with her ears. Vertigo, you know, where you get dizzy.
Yeah, because you become unstable.
She has answered and said, yes, I've had ear infections before. So maybe there's some damage to her ear canal. So when she looks up, she feels completely unstable.
Yeah.
That would make sense, hence giving her the fear. Oh, what's that? Done. I've got nothing else to say about it. Get your ears looked at,
Good
babe.
luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Okay. Phobia for fear of eating other people's food, sharing food with other people.
Okay, it's interesting.
So since like 2 months ago, something switched in my brain and I cannot eat other people's food, share food with other people. I don't mind restaurants, but for example, if my co-worker brought food from home and gave me something to try, I cannot eat it. It makes me gag. That's rude. Also, I am fine with sharing food with other people, but they cannot put their hands in my food.
Standard.
If they want some of my food, they have to get a separate piece of silverware and cannot use my silverware. If they take a bite out of a sandwich, for example, I cannot take a bite out of where they've bitten. This all makes me physically gag and makes me want to throw up. I definitely think it's a germ thing, because the only person I will eat after is my boyfriend, because we kiss and everything. Like, if my mum wants a bite of my food, if she uses my silverware, I won't eat it anymore. Does anyone know the name for this, especially if it's germ related?
I think it is germ related.
Sounds germ related,
but specifically orientated around food.
Germophobia?
Right, I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different. I mean, me I prefer an infuriating one. But I didn't mind it after all. Ow, do you hear that click? That's old
That was
age,
the most
mate.
exciting thing that's happened to me.
Bye, my darlings.
Wow. What do you think of that? I think. What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything